Lately, a lot of people have been talking about how AI is dangerous. And even we can see some of the most iconic people in this world, such as Elon Musk, over the past few years have been warning us about the development of AI.
I think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot.
So is AI really that dangerous? Well, let's have a look. As humanity, we are always pushing into developing something new, something more unique, especially within the technology. And even in the past, development of technology such as robots or even AI seemed impossible. However, today, we can access AI even with our phones. However, in today's world, we are using narrow AI, which is like a calculator where humans do have to put a certain amount of input in order to receive a certain output from the AI. And today's AI, it is not our biggest worry. The AI that we really should be afraid of, and this is what Elon Musk is warning us about, is the AI of the future. Something called ASI, which is Artificial Superintelligence. And today, researchers are actually working on research and development when it comes to building this sophisticated ASI. And ASI, it is like an extremely intelligent machine. Way more intelligence than the current AI and extremely intelligent comparing to humans. And even comparing to some brightest human beings that were on this earth, such as Albert Einstein. So what is the real deal with this machine? Well, this machine can be dangerous because it can surpass humans' intelligence. Because it is way better at reasoning, problem solving, and even emotional understanding. And another danger is that this machine is being developed in a way that is fully self-aware. Meaning that it can think for itself, it can start generating certain different inputs and outputs for itself, or even the most important and the most scary part is that it can generate a common machine goal. And this is a risk for humanity because this type of machine can really get out of human oversight and control. Because it is possible that this ASI is able to evolve in such ways that we don't even understand. And especially if it's more intelligent than us, then it can develop in a way that will take us years to understand what is exactly going on and how to stop it. So, where's this biggest risk that lies under ASI? Well, we can look into the weapon and modern warfare industry. In today's world, in the modern warfare, we can already see a high usage of technology, especially when it comes to guided missiles or even sophisticated drones. And even some of those weapons actually include AI in order to have more accuracy and a larger destruction. And this is where the danger lies when it comes to ASI, because providing access to those self-aware, highly intelligent machine can pose it as risk, where if it's left uncontrolled, then it can deploy some of the most destructive weapons that are currently available in this world. And this is not just a danger towards the enemies. Actually, this can pose a danger towards the countries that possesses ASI within their weapon arsenal. In the modern world, we know that physical war isn't only a war that we're fighting. Actually, there is a lot happening when it comes to the cyber world. Now, ASI can be used in order to launch some of most sophisticated cyber attacks, where you can change certain data and that can lead to different decision making when it comes to a specific nation. And this can harm the nation both from the security perspective and even the economic. Although ASI is still a machine, doesn't mean that it cannot be hacked. And this is where the danger lies, because some of the wrong people in this world can actually use ASI in order to access some of the most sensitive information from different governments. And this information and data can end up in the very wrong hands. Now, let's leave the whole warfare away from us. Let's focus into another major impact that ASI can bring to our society, which is personal data invasion. We already know that AI relies on vast amount of data, and it can analyze a lot of data within seconds. And this work can be dangerous because ASI can be used in order to access specific and personal information from certain people, especially when it comes to the financial records or even medical history. And this can expose individuals online and even offline to identity theft. And even in some cases, the personal data that has been taken by the ASI can be actually used for certain harmful activities of certain individuals, such as harassment, manipulation, or even blackmail. Now, another worrying factor that ASI can be used for is actually the mass human surveillance. Now, ASI can be used for an advanced tracking of individuals, where companies or even governments can track activities of humans both online and offline. And this is where it will allow governments or even companies to know every single thing about you, even to the smallest details. When it comes to AI having all of those decision-making power and also a lot of data about every single human being, then without human oversight, AI can make some of the wrong choices when it comes to using your data. And this is where it really will put the humans at risk. However, with all that said, this is not only the risk that ASI impose towards the humans. And one of the biggest question marks that we put ourselves is, will AI replace humans? Us human beings, we are driven with goal-oriented actions. This is where we have the purpose to go forward, to explore and even create such new things such as AI. And when it comes to narrow AI, this is where it's limited because it cannot think for itself. And this is where a lot of people who are saying that right now AI is able to replace us, well, not really, because it just creates new opportunities within the field. Now, when it comes to the ASI, especially including it within the workforce, then this can be a super dangerous part when it comes to humans, because an ASI that is goal-oriented can start developing way faster and more stronger when it comes to this world. And us humans, we will be just left out there as just observers of where does this intelligence taking us. So another risk, it actually impacts when it comes to the social lives. We already see how social media has changed the psychological mindset of social activities together with other people. Now, if we look at the psychological aspects on why do humans really want to interact with other humans, well, the most purpose is actually the desire to create new experiences or discover new things about different people. However, this is where when ASI comes into the market and can replace this desire of new experiences or discovering certain new personalities around this world, it can adjust constantly to us, then our desire to meet new people can easily fade away. And this can be a huge impact when it comes to the psychological and social life of human beings. Now, when it comes to the social lives, also another big risk is actually the social manipulation. Throughout history, we have already seen that propaganda and social manipulation has been a huge issue when it comes to social lives. And together with ASI, this can be even more increased because ASI can study every single human's behavior, and then it can adjust certain targeted propaganda posts in order to make you think in a way that is not the reality. And this is where it can limit you from learning on other people's perspectives or even opinions. Now, with all that said, we can agree that currently the most intelligent species in this world are actually humans. With the will to create, with the desire to become better and to generate certain goals, we have created this beautiful world. However, we can also easily destroy this whole world within seconds. But the only thing that holds us back before destroying this whole world, it is actually the ethical considerations. Now, when it comes to generating a more sophisticated and way more intelligent machine that is also self-aware and most importantly, goal-oriented, then the question lies on whether the AI will be able to have the similar goals as what us humans have, or it will generate its own goal. And this is where we can see the dangers, because either it's going to work together with us or it will work against us. As frightening as it sounds, we do seriously need to have a thought on what can really go wrong when it comes to developing this ASI, and put this in a consideration when it comes to generating certain regulations around it. However, let's look at the more positive outcome when it comes to developing this super goal-oriented intelligence and how it can really help us as human beings. So we understand that one of the most important aspects when it comes to developing further as humanity, it is pretty much combining more intelligence together in order to generate a most common goal between us, which is potentially going and exploring different planets, or even finding certain cures to some of the most dangerous diseases such as cancer. And this is where ASI can actually help us to find some of those solutions. Also, together with ASI, we can grow much higher as us individuals, because ASI will help us to constantly learn and constantly evolve with our knowledge, with our curiosity, and everything around that. So because of that, our society can become the most powerful society and always thrive forward. However, it will all depend if the AI will align with our common goal or it will create its own goal, which can go drastically. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope this really helped you to get an understanding on the dangers of AI and where do we stand at when it comes to the future of AI. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time.